Welcome back to the garage. Today we're working under the hood of this 2000 Subaru Impreza 2.5 RS with the EJ25 motor. Just doing preventive maintenance today. We're replacing the fuel filter. We should be doing that every 30 months or every 30,000 miles. It's the first time for me to do it, so I'm going to document it for you. Last time this car has had it done was about 36,000 miles ago, so it's definitely time to do it. So let's get after it. This car's fuel filter is under the hood. It's separate from the fuel tank. It's on the driver's side, and that's it right there, kind of buried next to the windshield washer, fluid tank, and the brake master cylinder reservoir. Before you get started on removing the filter, you need to relieve the gas pressure in the fuel lines. You can do it a safe way or the fast way. The super safe way is to pull the relay or the fuse for the fuel pump, try to start the car, and that obviously won't start without the fuel pump running, but you'll get the gas pressure down out of the lines. The other alternative is to put rags around the filter and pull the fuel lines off and catch the gas that comes out in a towel. So obviously I'm going to do it the faster way. I couldn't find the relay, and I know it's buried in the passenger compartment of the car somewhere. I looked real quick, I couldn't find it, so just going to go ahead and do it the faster way. You need to use a Phillips screwdriver to loosen the clamps on the fuel lines, and then using a pick to help get it off of the fuel filter, gently pulling it back, and again covering it up with a towel to catching the gas that comes out. So getting that fuel line off is no joke. I ended up using a pair of pliers to pull it most of the way off. Just be careful so that you don't ruin the fuel line. But there's this much of a length of hose on top of the nipple here on the fuel filter, and it's on there really tight, which is good, so the fuel doesn't come loose. There really wasn't a whole lot of fuel that came out of the line either. I was expecting a whole lot more, so I don't know what I was expecting, but it's really not that bad. And now these other lines that are running through the fuel filter, I don't know if it's supposed to be that way or not, but move those out of the way. I'll get this other fuel line off, and then we can take the filter out. At least on my Subaru, it's a really nice band clamp that's holding the filter in place. So we should be able to just open the clamp up and pull the filter, and I think a rubber boot that's around the filter, pull those up and out of the car. Of course, the filter still has fuel in it, so be careful not to tip it over when you're taking it out. And then you want to put that fuel, drain it out of the filter, put it into some type of container that you can use to dispose of the fuel properly. And I got basically one full Chobani yogurt cup's worth of fuel out of the filter. So next we'll pull the rubber ring off of the old filter that's at the top of the filter. You just need to work that down. It just slides off. I know there are a lot of aftermarket options for fuel filters for these cars. The one I just pulled off is a Bosch, but I'm using a genuine Subaru part. I'll leave the part number and a link for it in the video description. And all we need to do is put that rubber ring back on, and then we can put it back in the car. Before we put this back in the car, I just want to show you that these two hose connections are labeled. One of them is the inlet, it says in. One of them is the outlets that goes to the engine, labeled out. Make sure you get your hoses connected properly. So now we'll just put this back in the car, the same way we got it out. Make sure we get our directions pointed correctly, put the hoses on. It might take a little bit of effort to get them installed, just like it was to get them off. And don't forget to put your hose clamps onto the filter before you put the hoses on. Tighten down your hose clamps and you should be all set. You just have to then get it primed. Since we got that yogurt cup's worth of fuel out of the filter, we're going to have to put that much fuel back into the filter. So we're going to cycle the ignition on, then off, leaving it on for 3 to 5 seconds at a time. Maybe do that 5 or 6 times. That'll run the fuel pump to push fuel into the filter and then prime the whole system. And then once we've primed the vehicle, we can go ahead and start it, make sure it runs. And just like that, replacing the fuel filter is complete. I thought more fuel would come out of those hoses when I disconnected them. The safe thing to do is to remove power from the pump and run the pressure to 0, but really you can do it without doing that, and you'll still be safe, in air quotes, I guess. Just don't have a fire burning at the same time right next to you. It's a pretty simple task. It won't take you all that long. The hardest part, maybe with a pair of pliers, getting those hoses off of the old filter. Don't forget to prime it before you try to start it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this is helpful to everybody. Leave some comments if you have any questions, or if you just like the video, subscribe, give it a nice happy comment, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Thanks for supporting the channel. You can do so financially, the super thanks button, buymeacoffee.com, all those fun things. Until the next video, y'all take care and have a good one.